Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, before we tap in with the meat and potatoes, as usual, I gotta let you know that this video is brought to you by Manscaped. Big Manscaped in the building. You know how Manscaped been giving it up all year for the channel, blessing people. You know what I'm saying? Lawnmower 4.0s, 3.0s, everything you need, Manscaped got to keep today's man groomed and successful for when she come play on the field. Make sure the grass cut with Manscaped. Listen, man, my last video, I talked about how the schedule, the game being postponed to tomorrow night really doesn't affect me. You know, as a fan, I'm just happy we see more Eagles football. I was just happy as a fan for the week we got ahead of us. We got 2 games tonight, games tomorrow, games on Sunday, Saturday. It's going down. Just a good week. A lot of games being played, and a lot of these games have meaningful implications, including ours. But then, you know, I wake up to the news that LANDON is in protocol, Landon Dickerson. I wake up to the news that Dillard is in protocol. You know what I mean? That's 2 offensive linemen. You know what I mean? And you know, I can't help but thinking that Washington definitely got over on us now. In hindsight and looking at it, they definitely got over on us. You know what I mean? We push the game gets postponed because they basically they not healthy, they not ready. The league came up with a policy saying they wasn't going to be postponing no games. You got to suit up with who you got or you're going to forfeit. You know what I'm saying? And the league was lenient on that because of the playoff implications. Now we got injuries too. So are you going to push our game back until our guys get healthy? Like a round and round we go. You know what I mean? But you know, it is what it is, man. We got the short end of the stick out of that situation for real. So you know, we're gonna call a spade with that. But Jalen Hurts was a full participant. He doesn't have any injury designations or however they say it for, you know, tomorrow night. So it'll be surprising to me if he's not the starting quarterback. You know what I mean? He basically plays a big part in why we're in the position. You know what I mean? Too, you know, he got 5 out of the 6 wins. He plays a big part of why we're in a position to be able to compete for this wild card spot. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you never know what the coaching staff is thinking. I think what they tried to do was let the injury linger as long as possible, so Washington don't know who to game plan for. You know, these divisional matchups in the NFC East makes you realize how much you dislike these other teams so much. Boy, I'm going to keep it a bean with you, man. I cannot stand Washington this week because they go from being terrified because they're not going to have no guys suit up to now saying, oh, we thought we was going to get an easy one. Like, y'all still easy. You know what I mean? I'm confused by some of the statements that's coming out of Washington. Like, let's be real, Washington. I don't want to bring your joy down, but come on, man. Talk to me nice. Just talk to me nice. Because you ain't done nothing since, what, 92? I was like 4. Talk to me nice, man. That's all I'm going to say, man. You ain't in no position to be jumping up around in here like you run something around here. You ain't in no position for that. But it is what it is, man. We just got to go out here and take care of these dudes at home. It's important that we win the home games. Just look at the rest of the home games. We got the Giants at home, Washington at home, Dallas at home. Win the home games and you're most likely in. Just win the home games. And Washington is a home game too. We travel well when we go to Washington. Win the home games. You know what I'm saying? And the crowd situation might not even factor in because who knows? With the way that this virus is delaying things and pushing things back rapidly, you know what I'm saying? Who knows if there are even going to be any crowds at the games for the remainder of the season? We don't need it. We don't care. We got to go out there and handle business. We definitely got to go out there and handle business. And I'm kind of worried about Russ, but not too much worried about it. I'm glad that Jordan Howard is a big piece to the rest of this season, man. I'm so glad that he's back in the lineup. Landon Dickerson was definitely coming into a zone. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, I want to see a game from Devonta Smith because as much as everybody wants to blame Jalen Hurts and the coaching staff for Devonta Smith numbers, Devonta Smith is literally projected to break Desean Jackson's rookie receiving yard record for the Philadelphia Eagles. What was it, like 920 something yards? He's literally primed to do that. You know what I mean? So if he breaks the rookie receiving record, then the season is the season is already a success for him in my book. You know what I mean? Even though the last 3 games where, he didn't get involved quite as much. But if he breaks Desean Jackson's record, what he's most likely is going to do, You know what I mean? It just solidifies how much of a value he is to the team. With us not, you can't harp on what you didn't get. We could watch all of these games when he should have got the ball. You could do that for almost every receiver in the NFL, week in and week out, almost every time they on the field. Oh, they could have got the ball right there. Let's worry about what we did do, man. The dude about to break the Deshaun Jackson record, man. And the closer we get to it, then that's the game plan is going to be for him to break that record. He solidifies himself if he does that. He solidifies himself if he does that. Look at the other two wide receivers. Are they about to break records for their franchise? The Bengals have had, great wide receivers before. Miami has had great rookie wide receivers as well. I'm talking about Waddle, and I'm talking about man, what's my boy name? Y'all know who I'm talking about over there in Cincinnati. But they're the top three guys. They're the top three guys. The top three guys, as a lot of people predicted, but it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? We got one of them ones, and I'm thankful for it. I would like to see him be involved in the game plan a little more so we can make sure he break that record. It's about breaking that record. You got to go out there and get that done. Go out there and break that record. That's how I feel about that, man. I'm not saying if the play calling don't dictate it, oh well, it just didn't happen. No, you got to go out there and break that record. You're way too close to it. So game plan for him to get the ball in the passing game the rest of the season so he can go out there and get 1,000 yards on the season because he right there for it. He there for it. You know what I mean? The tight ends will also become a big help, for Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts been sitting down for about 3 weeks now. He's been sitting down, so he should be healthy. He should be rejuvenated. He should be well rested. This should be a really, really balanced win for the Philadelphia Eagles. I like our defense against their offense, especially against their offensive line. I just like us, man. I like us. The whole coaching staff is going to miss the game if you haven't seen those things. You know what I mean? The whole Washington coaching staff is entered protocol, so they're going to be having new guys relaying commands. That, too, can make a difference. But, only thing that matters is what we do on the field and how we produce. Only thing that matters. So, yeah, in short, I do feel like we got the short end of the stick. It is what it is, though, man. Game time tomorrow, the vibes. Yeah, man, listen, Goat Talk tomorrow with Philly Mike. You know what I mean? It's going to be on his channel. I'm going to join the stream from down there at the link. You know what I mean? I'm going to give y'all, on Philly Mike's channel, a first look at the atmosphere, the temperature in the air. You know what I mean? We really going to be in the mix. That's all I'm going to say, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments about that. Make sure you tap in with Manscaped. Christmas is coming up. Get your last minute shopping out of the way. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that's been playing me on Madden for the free merch. I didn't win the game yet. Dudes is coming to play. And I ain't no bum either. I ain't win a game yet. I think I lost both my games probably by like 7 or less. You know what I mean? Dudes is coming to ball. I could have beat both of them, but it is what it is. Tap into the print champs, man. Shout out to the new merch, man. That's in the building. It's flying off the shelves, jumping out the gym like Vince Carter. I ain't even got mine yet, but it is what it is, man.